welcome back to my channel, and this is the event that I'm doing for this week where I'll be uploading different videos all related around the central theme of relationships, love, singleness, whatever it is. And I'll be uploading on every single day of this week. So subscribe and keep your notifications on so you know when a new video is uploaded. And I hope you guys are doing great, and I hope that this week is going amazing for you so far. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about rejection, specifically personal rejection stories. I know, right? How can anyone reject this? That self-esteem boost is insane. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about rejection because it's something that I feel is very embarrassing to talk about. People don't tend to talk about when they got rejected, or they try to turn it into a situation that didn't feel like they got rejected. But the reality is, you know what? Sometimes you're just not someone's cup of tea or cup of Pepsi. Side note, my friends hated when I drink Pepsi. But I don't care. Anyway, let's get on to the video. So, the first boy to have ever asked me out as a joke. I was in this academy, okay, for like tuitions in the evening because I needed help with math and science, and thank God I'm not in that field. But basically, I would go there with my best friend E. So there was a boy there. Let's call him M, okay? Yeah, so we were really good friends, and we had a good time. And I, at that time, was still, in love with A. So this guy was just someone that I was just friends with. It wasn't really a big deal. And he was very sweet. He was very, very sweet. But there was this notion also that in the mutual friend group that, maybe he likes me, maybe he doesn't. And I guess at some point, because like I mentioned, crushes are humiliating and draining, I guess at some point I started liking him as well, because I kind of created this image in my head that he, likes me, right? Because A was not doing anything at that point, okay? So I'm getting tired, right? One day comes around, we're having our exams. So it's like our pre-final exams, and it's a very pivotal point in the school year. And I was preparing for my math exam, and I get a text message from him. We were just chatting normally, and then he tells me, I have something to tell you. This is all what I'm going off on my head. I'm not quoting him completely because I have no idea what those texts were because I don't have it anymore. But I want you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, the hell? When did this happen? I kept like prying into it because I was like, what is this? Like, do you actually like me? Do you actually not? Or something like that. And I was just so confused. And then I remember saying, I think I like you too. Okay, so that's what I said. And he just kind of went on with it, and he was like, oh, okay, great. What does this mean? Blah, blah, blah. The next day, I got a text from him in the morning. And this I remember. This I can actually quote it because that's exactly what he said. He's like, bitch, it was a prank. Now listen, if he would have said it was a prank, I would have been, okay, fine, But the fact that he cursed at me, honey, when I say I was pissed off, I was pissed off. I was just like, this little child thinks that he can say this to me and get away with it. And I remember replying something very indifferent. I think I said, okay, fine, or maybe I cursed back at him. I have absolutely no idea. But then that day itself, he texted me again saying, actually, it's not a prank. I actually really like you. I'm just scared. But I was just very confused. And this went on for 2 days, back and forth. Back and forth. He was just like, I like you, I don't like you. I like you, I don't like you. I like you, I don't like you. And then finally, a mutual friend of ours actually came, and she was under the assumption that we're together already. She was already like thinking, oh my God, I need to save this chick. Shout out to her. But she came to me and she said, M is fooling around with you. He's not serious. You need to break it off. And I was like, I'm not even dating the guy. But he didn't have the guts to tell me that. I was heartbroken. I went home. I cried my eyes out. That hurts. That hurts anyone. And it hurt me a lot. Like, my mom was seeing me just bawl my eyes out. And I was like, I want to talk to dad. And my dad was on call with me. He was like, are you okay? And I didn't even get to tell him the whole story. But I was just very upset. Very, very, very upset. Now, my best friend, what was her name again? E. She comes over. And she took me out of my room, my like literally dark room. I like kind of switched off the lights. I remember that. She took me out of my room. She took me on a drive. She fed me. She gave me ice cream. And we literally went to his house. And she was screaming at the top of her lungs at his house. I think he was scared that his mom was going to hear him or something. She was like, you little piece of shit. And she just lost it. And I was laughing so much. And I was so thankful for her, because I got over it very quickly because of her. And, you know, E is just very special to me, you know, for many reasons. And this is one of those reasons. And after that, I completely ignored him. Didn't give two rats shit about him. I literally just like, don't need this. Bye-bye. So yes, that is the first rejection story. And the second rejection story is actually really stupid, because it's actually part of a bigger story completely. But that other big story is a complete private part, so I don't really know if I'm ever going to talk about that. But basically, there was this guy that I found cute. I literally liked him for the sole reason I just want to make bad decisions. That was literally the whole reason as to why I liked the guy. I just wanted to make bad decisions because I was always safe for so long, right? And I used him as a distraction for something bigger in my life. I was distracting myself from someone else, completely using him. So I had absolutely no emotional attachment to this guy. But I was like, you know what? I'll just tell him. What's the worst that can happen? And I told him. And I remember my friend and I were like shaking, because it was just such a funny situation to be in. And you know, he said, I don't like you like that. I like you as a friend, and I really want to be friends with you, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, I was really hurt, but I was more like relieved. I was like, oh, thank God, it's just out there. I can't hide this bloody bullshit because it's stupid, right? I remember, oh, I don't know if I should say it. But anyway, the person no, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, I'm sorry. But basically, I was just using him as a distraction. And, you know, my mom told me, you know, it's not right, you're using him. You know, you need to face the person that's really important to you face front, right? Didn't take her advice for it, so that's a completely different story. I remember one of my friends saying, it's really brave of you to tell him that. And I was like, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. You know, you think that your whole life will come falling apart if you tell one person that you like them. It's not. If he says no, great. Move on to the next person. Not a big deal. You will find the person that's right for you at some point. So yeah, those are my rejection stories. I don't think I have any more. Did they hurt at the time? Yes, they did. Do they hurt now? No, they don't. I literally just laugh about it because it's funny. It's a humorous story that we can bring up at sleepovers or at dinner parties or whatever it is. And you know, heartbreak is a part of life. It's when I was writing down the notes for this particular video, I was listening to Selena Gomez's "Lose You to Hate, Love Me," and I remembered one dialogue from Wizards of Waverly Place where her mom says, you know, think about it this way, you're one heartbreak closer to a happily ever after. And that is something so beautiful, because you know what, in life you're gonna meet with so many heartbreaks, but when you meet the right person, it just makes it all better, right? I'm very hopeless romantic like that. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you did, please like it and subscribe down below and click the notification, because I'll be uploading every single day in this week. And yes, do I have anything else to say? I do have something to say actually. You know, when you do something wrong, accept that you did something wrong. For this particular video, I used the guy, and in the first boyfriend story, I hurt him as well. I think when you look at yourself in the mirror and you want to love yourself and you want to appreciate yourself, you need to accept the things that you did to other people as well. And I think that acceptance is very, very pivotal when it comes to loving yourself, right? You need to accept that you might have hurt someone at some point and move on from that, right? Learn from it and make sure you don't do that same mistake again. Yes, so that's what I just wanted to leave with today's video. And I hope you can take something from these stories and know that it's normal to talk about it. Normal, it happens, and it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Absolutely nothing to be embarrassed about. So yes, I've rambled on long enough. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.